Every day is Christmas to me.
Hey, man.
No doubt.
We're live right here on the Sensation Station Network.
Yes, we are.
It's Tuesday, the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
That means we got Prime in the building.
Prime.
You know, Prime still got on his red sweater
Did
back
Prime
there.
say he got double duty? Did he say that?
Yeah, he got double duty.
He got double duty? Okay, I didn't know. You know, sometimes people might take, the day off.
It'd be bad for the cocktail to take that off since the New Year's around the corner. You might want to set that up. You might want to set up your New Year's with your cocktail.
Get ready for the New Year.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Kind of what you want to do. That's what you want to do. We got a great show for you guys today, man. First of all, let me just say this, man. Thank you, Birmingham. You were great. Even though it was rainy and muddy and y'all ain't got the pavement all over the field. But that's all right, though. We had a fun time up there, man. Make sure we saw a guy say, I'm going to take my time before I enter the draft. And he went right the next day. I guess he needed 24 hours. But that was quick.
He must have made that decision as soon as he got on the bus. Now I'm out of here.
That thing said 000. He said, you know I'm out, right?
I'm out of here. Did you ask him the question, then?
Yeah, I said, hey, man. But think about it. Like, nah, I think about that when I take some time. Just want to think about the game.
Right, I want to go home, talk to my mom and dad.
Boy, you must talk to them.
Oh, boy. I told him he must did it like some texting.
He must do that.
Hey, we out.
Everybody picture came up on the phone.
As soon as they got back.
What y'all think? It's time to go, boy. Run around?
Get out of there. But you know what? I watched his energy before the game. I snapped a couple of photos with him. One, because he had on number 2.
Yeah.
I always try to find out number 2. And I can tell you if they can play or not.
Yeah.
He can play.
Oh, he can ball.
Yeah, he was swagged up, Anytime you got your jersey jacked up like that, you that guy.
Oh, Kiki from Texas, man. We don't know how to say last name right. I don't want to mess it up. But
Couture.
Coutee. C-O-U-T-E-E.
Yeah.
He doing his thing, but he was doing a great game. We saw South Florida. That was actually a real good game, man.
Quentin Flowers, wow.
He's a great guy.
Quentin Flowers, wow.
As I segue into the ring. Oh, go ahead, man.
I'm not just saying they talked bad about it for 3 quarters.
Yeah, they sure did.
And then all of a sudden, Quentin Flowers showed up.
I was like, should I put Quentin Flowers as my MVP?
No way he should. Nobody voted for him an MVP on Media Row. Nobody, I promise you.
Real quick, I want to just set it up. The reason why I'm talking about that a lot today because we have a superstar mom in the building. We're going to talk to her about how you go from... It seems like we just had on 6 months ago talking about...
Signing day.
Signing day.
And now the kid finna be a junior.
About to go into junior year.
About to be a junior.
And also we got our man, Butch Wesley, coming into the building. We're going to interview him as well.
You better love this life.
You better love this life.
You better love this life.
So y'all sit back, relax, man.
Yeah.
I know y'all had your turkey, your grit, whatever you have on
we had grilled turkey.
Ooh, I bet that was
changed my life.
Yeah.
Never eaten regular turkey ever again in my life.
I had turkey wings, but we'll be back. Stay with us.
Move back a little bit, right?
Okay.
Never again. My uncle had that grilled turkey. Never will I eat regular turkey ever again. So now grill. He did it on the grill. He said he took it 4 hours. He said cook it on the...
So what he put up? He put anything over it?
Cook it breast down 2 hours. Then flip it 2 hours. When I tell you that thing was so good, oh my God. Because it was so funny when you were looking at it in the dish. I was like, okay, this some different kind of turkey.
It probably did.
I put a couple pieces on my plate.
Did it fall off?
I just went to grab stuff.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, April? What's San Antonio? Dennis. Antonio, what's happening, man?
I made about 3 runs to the turkey.
I bet it was gone when you left, huh? It was gone when you left, huh?
Yeah, it was gone. But you know what they always do? So I'm such a broccoli casserole fan.
Yeah.
My aunt make me a whole pan by myself.
Oof.
Now I seen you work out. Okay.
Yeah.
All that cheese.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. I eat it.
My brother made a dressing yesterday. I didn't know he could cook. That thing was so damn good.
Somebody had like some lobster mac and cheese. I can't remember who posted that, but that
was exquisite though. That's what you got.
No, not one of us. Somebody I saw posted.
We had a crab roll, and I'm gonna tell you,
I heard it.
It was delicious.
I heard it.
I even ate it for lunch today.
Yeah, we gotta eat the second day, man.
Y'all got some more left?
Just not many crabs. Just the potatoes, sausage, and corn. A lot of that fish shrimp.
Man, oh my God, what was that I said I wanted? Y'all didn't do no gumbo?
No, we didn't do the gumbo. We just fried some catfish and coleslaw and hush puppies.
Oh, yeah, hot sauce and mustard everywhere.
But
Tartar sauce.
yes.
All of that. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. That would have been another.
Hey, Butch, where the hell you at, man? No. Butch, tight where you at, man? You outside, Butch? Do we need to come get you?
Butch.
Look,
You
I
said
thought
Butch, I'm like,
I thought I pulled a hamstring today. Go call us up.
Come back interview.
Come on, ain't nothing wrong with you.
That's you too. You know on both of them.
That's
I
my
forgot.
show, too. You know, he got all the phones.
I forgot.
She got her own camera.
Yeah.
All Tangie all the time.
Whatever.
Hollywood.
Okay, give me 10 minutes. Give us after this segment. We'll come get you, Butch. This question interview brought to you by Orsi Software. The Orsi team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. Orsi's models, when the customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to orsi.com for more information. Maceo, please introduce our guest, sir.
Our family, man. She coming to the microphone. Super mom. Listen. If you really want to know what this process, getting your kids through high school and through college, and how supportive a parent has to be, nobody does it better than Tangie Warrior. What's up, T?
What's happening?
What's up?
It take a village.
It take a village. Okay, we gonna talk about that.
We'll tell you how old this show is. I thought the boy just came here a year ago. I thought they just came here last year. I saw 15. I was like, oh, wow.
Right.
It's been almost, he's coming up into his junior year of football. He's played his 2. Talk to us from LOI signing to this point now. Talk to us about how it's been for you.
It's been exciting. It's been a journey. I'm still on it. From signing day, all the excitement to going to the games, getting excited for the game every weekend, the traveling. It takes a toll on you, but you know, from the freshman year to you got on the field,
Yeah.
then now sophomore year, he's on the field,
Yeah.
and now it's like junior year, and I know that option is out there.
And just for everybody, Tangie's son is the safety for Tennessee,
Safety, number 18.
Nigel Warrior for Tennessee.
Who got tired on that touchdown run in Missouri that I keep getting on him about.
Yeah.
It's all right. He got in the end zone.
He got there.
He got there.
He got there. My first question, Tangie. So much was going into this season. So much was made about possible coaching change. Kind of knew it was coming. Then kind of in the middle, I said, maybe he not saved the job. Okay, now again it's back on. Just take us through the roller coaster of this season.
I mean, it's the excitement, the momentum. It's exciting. So you know, you're excited to see the boys play, and you really just kind of have to focus out with all the business part of the football, so you can keep the kids in the game, because no matter what happened with the coaches, they still have to play. So that's was my look at it. Yeah, I hear all the fan talk and everything and what's going on, and you hear it, but you know the coaches have a job to do too. And when you're at these schools that play in the SEC, everybody's competitive, so everybody wants to win. So I get it, you know, love the coach, like the coach, or what have you. You got to win games.
Yeah.
Like the kids got to get out there and play. You got to play, because if not, it's the next man up.
How much has it been for, as a family, we talk about it being a village, but for him to understand the process of being, it's not a business, but it's still something you got to do every day. Get up, go to school, get the scholar athlete, which they want you to do, and get out the distractions, because a lot of people could have quit last year, knowing what was going on, the losses, and you know, I don't think Nigel has been to a bowl game yet.
Yeah, they went to a
They
bowl
went the first
game.
year, yeah.
They went the first year. Well, they went the first year, and the bowl game was the Mississippi City Bowl, which is not one of the the big rah-rahs, but he went to the bowl game. But the good thing about them, they didn't go to a bowl game, but they almost had like a opening bowl game when they went to
The first year of the season.
the first game of the season. So he still got to take, because
right.
I'm always thinking in my mind, like, they went to 2 bowl games, but he only a sophomore. That first game was so big that it felt like it, they got the benefits of that. And but he haven't been to a really big bowl game, and we haven't gotten to that level. But I still think when you're a player, you play the game. You play. You just can't always play and be about the business of it. Your business is to play and enjoy it. So I think him keeping his mind there, that makes it, okay. But it doesn't take away that he doesn't want to win a championship. Right. Everybody wants to win. Like they say, winning isn't everything. It is everything.
Oh, okay. Okay. That sounds great.
They say it's the only thing.
It's the only thing. Yeah.
So he's a starter, making a lot of plays on the field. His off the field part, the importance of the schoolwork, because that has to be done. Just talk about how he's able to juggle the rigors of being a student and then being a starting athlete at a big time school.
Well, I think that part, that's why it's important, not to skip over the subject. It's important for the player to make a decision on his own where he see himself, where you can go to school, play the game, and keep your head in it. Because if you go somewhere where you don't see yourself, academically succeeding and being on the field, but you partying instead, that's not a good place. Right. So I think for Nigel, he found, that being a place where he can see himself, because Knoxville is much slower. So, but then being in Atlanta or somewhere where you can get into a lot of things. Right. So, you're able to take your time, go to class, go to practice, and that's it. That's just pretty much your life of doing it just like that.
That's your life.
That's it, and that keeps short because you don't have all that. But still, I've been to a small school too. We know how to still have a party, but I don't think they do it like that.
None of that.
It's a little bit calmer than being in some places, but I think too, you just gotta, you gotta have that want to. Can't nobody put that in you. Your requirements, and that's what you gotta do.
When we come back, we want to talk about difficulties as a parent, dealing with some of the things you see your baby doing, and also it's been a National Signing Day. Early, we're gonna talk about some of the processes that parents need to look out to for.
Man, so they need to know.
Yeah. We'll be right back, people. Stay with us. Hey, can you go get that food for me?
Oh, he down there?
Yeah. He's somewhere outside, man.
He's somewhere outside. He should have gave him the code.
Yeah, but I couldn't type that fast. He text me. You gotta text me, man.
What kind of food you got coming in? What's up, Billy? Whoop whoop. That's right, Nigel. Kashada.
He over here too.
Oh, Billy?
No,
Kashada's on there. What's up, Yolanda?
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool, and by letting your friend know you can.
He in Tennessee now.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
But they don't have a bowl game, so I mean, I guess that's the bad part, but it's a good part. So, when you don't have a bowl game, you get to be at home, you get to see your family and friends. If you're in a bowl game for 4 years, you could miss all the Christmas holidays and everything playing. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind when they had a bowl game, because I didn't know they. I know they get the the little gifts, but the bigger the bowl game, I think you get a better reward, So yeah.
And they're all pounding on you. You get to do all kind of stuff.
Exactly. So
people who could change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest.
Thank you, Lisa. Like I said, it take a village. We all did it, from Old National to Wesley, Woodland Middle, keeping some good people around me, and him playing sports, good coaches, all that contributed to that. And I got some pretty cool friends like Yolanda and Kashetta. He stayed at Kashetta's house. And Yolanda, she always mothering him when I don't. She said the stuff that I don't have to say.
Huh?
So.
You eat? Nah, he was at the door down there.
And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would?
Oh, we're coming back?
I determined that I would have Christ first, and that everything else came below that,
We're back. Listen to Crush Sports Talk on the Sensation Station Network and also on WBLZSports.com. We have Tangie Warrior in the building with us, and we're just going through and talking about that process. You know, like I said, 2015 he was here. We were like, oh wow, we signed the LOI. Now we talking about junior year.
We juniors.
So talk about some of the difficulties as a parent you've seen through this process.
I mean, I'm sure there's some, but I guess I don't see them as difficulties. It's just things that you have to do. But as a parent, your first year at the school, you gotta meet everybody and try to see where you kind of fit in with other parents because you still you used to high school, so you knew all the parents, you do everything. But college is a little different. Some of the parents come, some of them don't tailgate, some of them do tailgate. So you kind of just have to feel your way in and see who you can connect with because you still sit in a parent section. So, I mean, that was pretty much it. And then secondly, one of the things that it wasn't, I guess, hard, but it was just part of still coaching him because his freshman year, he didn't get on the field right away. He wanted to be on the field. So it was like after each game, you go to the family center and he got me mugged. I'm like, what's that about? I was told I was going to play today. Well, okay, but hey.
Part of it.
Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, people tell you things and they sometimes don't deliver.
Right.
For whatever reason, it doesn't happen. And so just kind of coaching him through that and saying, hey, you just got to keep your head in the game. You got to stay focused. You got to do what you got to do. You still got to go to practice. You still play the game. Don't let somebody take your game away because you're not getting on the field.
That's sometimes the hardest part for kids who do go to college. They think that they're immediately supposed to play.
Immediately.
And it's not always that way because there are a lot of people that have earned their spots.
Yeah.
And you just got to do it. I always say, I talked about him earlier, but Garrison didn't even start his first year.
Right.
Think about that.
It happens.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is, man. It's part of it. I mean, I've seen kids break because of that. I'm like,
Exactly.
after 1 year? Come on, man.
And I think some of that for some coaches, they do want to break you,
Yeah.
And I mean,
That's a good
unfortunately, they're in high school and, leaving and they've been told that they have 4 stars and they have 5 stars and think all this star is going to make them the star.
Right.
So you don't realize that it's so many competing with you.
Yeah, for that
It's
spot.
some that's already on the team
Yeah.
that the coaches done promised them. And then when you get there, your game may not be what they thought it was when you played in high school. So they fit you into their scheme, and it's a little different, and you got to learn a little more. It ain't like the high school. I don't know how many plays they ran, but I think it's supposed to be a little different. You got to learn a few little things and all that. And so all that plays into it. And if you ain't getting it and you're not out there producing at practice, then you may not get on the field. And not only just your play, but it's your attitude.
Right.
Some of them don't like your attitude.
Another thing. Yeah.
Stay with that for a second because going back when you kind of look at how he was recruited, I mean, he was recruited by almost everybody. Listening to some of the things coaches say versus the reality, how do you kind of temper that? You come back from a recruiting trip and you're like, okay, now, hey, they're going to tell you what you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have to kind of swim through what's BS and what's real. As a parent, how do you temper that? Because it's hard.
It is hard, but for me, like I said, I'm just happy I didn't really have to go through that. He had to make his own decisions, but I mean, I helped. But truthfully, you got to just get rid of all that noise. Regardless of what somebody tell you, you have to know what you're doing, knowing who you are, and not letting anybody tell you who you are. You got to know your game, how you're performing, how you're measuring up. Not because somebody told you a 4 or 5 star, but how are you competing? What are you looking like among the other guys? How hard you working? And I think once you kind of put yourself out there and have that, then you don't have to worry about what nobody else is saying. You know your wealth.
Right.
Because that's how they shoot a lot of kids, how a lot of kids get shot down because they are playing like that. But then when you get in another setting and you can't perform under different circumstances of the pressure, then you're like, oh, what happened to me being a 4 or 5? Because, I mean, media gonna, call it like they see it.
Right.
And it's nothing personal against anybody. So, and that happens, you go from a 4 and then you're down. You're not even a star anymore. Sometimes it happens before they even get out of high school.
You a rook when you jump on the team.
Boy, because after you sign the LOI, I mean, you back to square one.
You back to square one.
You about to, you scrub all over again.
Yeah, and then you with people that have promised you some stuff, and you think, they may be your friend, or you think they cool as coach, but they have a job, and it switches when you get there.
And as you see, you can't lose your job if you don't perform right as a coach.
Exactly.
You saw that in real life.
In real life.
If
But
those plays don't work out, you have to find a new employment.
Yeah, and the fans will tell you too. The fans will let you know. I mean, good or bad. I mean, they come to the game. They're going to tell you. They'll love you. But do something wrong.
Oh, boy.
They'll hate you just like that.
They'll blast you.
They will blast you.
They
You
don't
got to be
kill
able
you.
to take all of that.
First time you saw him walk through the Vol Walk, what was your thoughts?
I mean, wow. I've never even thought about that. How am I thought?
I mean, he got his shirt
just a-
tied.
Oh, that it was just exciting. I was thinking about the tunnel, when they walked through, but through the Vol Walk, it was just excitement, and to see all the fans that line up and support them. They walk seemed like a mile, and you got a mile to walk till you get to the locker room, and you got all the fans around. But when they get off the bus, they all look all good and professional and everything. You just want to take pictures and all that. But the realization came to me like, oh, they do this in the beginning, but after the game, you become a common. You get your bags and you walk on out of here like you done. So,
Thank you.
Excited, but
Appreciate it.
yeah, your job is over. You get your bag and hey, you're a regular student now.
Now go get the books.
Yeah.
You said something about you allowed him to make his own decision. So many parents try to just kind of overdo this process.
Mm-hmm.
How big of a mistake are they making by
Let me
jumping
tell
in
you.
like that?
I'm so happy that I let him make. This was his ultimate decision. Because what if I would have, I always say, what if I would have been there and said, you need to go to school, and now Butch is gone, everything has turned over. With everything that Tennessee has gone through, if I was his mother and I just made him make a decision to go there, I would feel pretty bad. Because it's not, because I mean, what if if I would have said, you go here and look at Georgia now, look at Alabama. If those were my choices, I would feel bad.
He could have went to either one.
Yeah, and he could have went to either one. But as a parent, if I would have forced him, you know what I'm saying, to say, you go here, then, so that was my thing. I talked to him about the different schools, what he wanted to share and how he felt. But that was his decision. I let him bring his decision to me. And as a mother, I just went to each school, got to know each coach, so in case, whichever one he went to, I had a relationship.
Knowledge, y'all. Knowledge.
We come back, man. We're going to finish up with Tangie. We also going to introduce old Butch up in here. He walking around, man. He like a lumberjack.
He scared me because I think he's talking about Butch Jones.
Calm down. We ain't talking about that, Butch. We'll be right back. Butch Jones walking up in here. We like, hey, man.
Woo!
I didn't realize Butch Jones was that short.
I know.
When we
Tell what you he walking to the
when we covered the game.
Butch!
What's happening?
What's up, boy?
What's going on?
You got Dunkin' in your hand and everything.
Look, yes, because she's her auntie wanted him to be a Tiger. She wanted him to be at LSU.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna cut that down.
You put it all the way out, so I know what's gonna happen.
Somebody hit you up.
Yeah, that's the funny part about it. Like I say, me and Coach Carter talked to a parent today, and the dad had gone hold on one thing, and we like, dude,
You can't do that.
let him pick it.
Let him pick.
'Cause if you don't let him pick it,
Yeah. I mean, the best thing they could do is pick that school where they can get the education, and I think get in the locker room and get with the guys that you feel like you can play with. That's it. Because everything else, you don't have no control. They could be going tomorrow. It doesn't matter. That school is where you're going to get your education, where you're going to walk with that degree from. And the boys are the ones that's going to be beside you to play with.
Okay, ready to come back? Hey, how you doing?
I'm glad. That's the Butch.
That's Butch.
that's Butch. That ain't Butch Jones.
That Butch Jones.
Yeah,
Butch
he gone.
He got it.
He gone. He up out of here.
My son, Nigel Warrior, started safety at Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good to
18.
meet
Yeah.
you. It's good to hear the parents talk like that.
Yeah.
It's all on the kid.
They just like the thing. I give my all. He can say I give my all out there, So
That's what's up.
yeah.
Now that you 2 years, getting ready to be 3 years deep in this thing, some of the biggest pieces of advice you give parents that you would give parents who are getting ready to go through this.
To let them make their own decision on what school they're going to go to, help them in the process of, you know, the people that they're going to be around and know who they're going to be around, and just, you know, keep them level-headed.
Yeah.
Keep them level-headed and hope that they will, because I look at it as, for as Nigel, this is the life he kind of chose for himself. You know, I just kind of was there to help him get to the place that he needed to get to. But this is, I mean, him going to college and, you know, paying for a D1 school and all that. I was just always been the cheerleader. But I was like, okay, you going? And then when it hit, it's like, oh, okay, we got to go to the next step. Let me, you know, what this look like. And then just trying to be smart in the process of having to make, you know, some decision, but not ultimately making a decision. I just share what I know, what I see, and go from there, because my thing is I stay out the locker room.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on in the locker room. That ain't my thing. But, you know, as far as the school and academics, what you're going to major in, and just being a people person, what I see from the people who I'm around, what kind of feel, discuss that. But as far as the locker room and what goes on in the field between the team, I don't know any of that.
So one of your biggest things that you try, a lot of outside noise, you know, trying to stop that and make sure that he's focused on that. As a parent, when you do get to that level, not of the level of school, what are some of the things you can tell them once they get to there and they've all actually jumped on campus? What are some of the things that you want to help your kid go through to make sure they can eventually get that diploma or that degree at the end of the day?
I would say stay focused. There's gonna be a lot of things coming at you. It's gonna be a lot of fun and everything, but at the same time, you want to, you know, manage yourself. Now, as you're high school is a little different, where you could be a boy, but as soon as you get on that field, you're looked at almost like an adult. And also the coaches around you, they are adults. They're like your parents. Whether they're your coach or not, they're still kind of the age of your parents. They kind of think the way I think. So some of the stuff that you do as a young man, they're not going to understand that. So, you know, just try to conduct yourself and realize that you're playing, but it's more than you just out there playing. You're representing yourself, you represent your family, you represent the school. So you need to take all that in consideration, because you may be the only one, you know, from your family that's at the level getting recognition for that. So you have a whole family line, you know, looking at you and, you know, helping you and want to see you succeed. So
When you hear parents during this process talk about we going D1 the bus, how does that make you feel to hear that?
How can you just really say that? Because it's been so many players that have gone to junior college and still, you know, came there. I mean, you know your kid. That's what, you know your child. You know what they're capable of doing. Like, I mean, I know Nigel. He ain't trying to be no bookworm, so he loves football. But I mean, you still got to do that part. So you can't just be, you know, good on the field and bad in the classroom. They got to go hand in hand. So you can't have both. And you know, as far as your education is right now kind of like your paycheck to play football. They got to go together. You got to work. You got to do this to pay to play football. So they go together. That's what your trade-off is.
That's a nice correlation right there.
Yeah, that's how it is. But you know, trying to make a transition to say I'm gonna just go D1. I mean, that's what you want. The best. You gotta, you know, let's just say
Gotta
shoot
work
for the
like
stars.
that.
Yeah,
Right,
and you gotta
right.
work like that. And I mean, you can get it. Everything is possible. But I wouldn't shoot down a D1 school if some things need to get better, because you're competing with a lot of kids in these positions. It's a lot of football players, true it is, but you know, I mean, there's been good players that have gone to junior colleges and then go to D1 and do well in the NFL. And the thing about it, some of them just don't even get the recognition. You know, some of them don't get the notice of people knowing, you know, that they can play.
Right.
Well, Tangie, we appreciate you coming in. Also, I want y'all to understand, Tangie don't pay not $1 for him to go to school.
And she ain't going nowhere. She can't go nowhere yet. She got to hang out. We got more questions later on.
Yeah, but we got my boy Butch coming up real quick.
Yes,
anybody's athlete in the building.
You better love this life.
You better love it.
You better love it. We got to talk to him. Stay with us, Sister Crush.
So what's up with the love this life? I gotta love this life.
This is
Okay, so
Can we
I
switch
have like
real quick?
I got like a few hashtags that I use that coincide with my
Y'all
business.
gonna flip flop.
Okay.
Oh, we gonna flip. I'm going to flip.
Yeah.
In the middle. Okay, take the headphones off for your choke stuff. We've seen it happen. Butch Wesley coming to the microphone now, y'all, in the middle. Hey, we thank you for tuning in. You can be the studio gangsta all you want, hide behind your keyboard. We love that.
I say in the middle.
In the middle. Yeah, get in the middle. That's somebody being racist on Periscope right now. I am.
What up, Doug?
Too. I love it too.
Wow.
Yeah. But he tuned in, so you gotta love that. Just help it ratings. We appreciate you, brother.
Periscope gangsters.
Yeah, Periscope gangster. Yeah, clown. Hey, Kyle, you probably living in your mama's basement somewhere.
Oh wow.
Future serial killer. We'll see you on TV somewhere soon. Clown.
We sleep about 3 hours a day, man. We sleep about 3 hours
Clown
a day, man.
people out here in the world.
Sleep about 3
But
hours
he
a day.
tuned in, so you know what I'm saying.
That's why I'm always on that. The day started at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I like trolling people. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the school, anybody Absolutely.
Wow.
Stay tuned in, brother. You helping the ratings go up and put.
Right in the pocket.
We love you. God bless you.
Man, some people don't have distractions.
Huh?
Some people don't have distractions, right?
Right. I'm just saying. Like this guy who and he liking everything, so.
Pretty nasty too.
He probably live, like I say, probably living in mama's basement. That's probably not even his real picture as his profile right there.
Wow.
Ted Bundy Jr. I'm not gonna let you talk about my partner like
Oh,
that.
no, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
You're all good.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, we're back, man. Shout out to all the studio gangsters out there.
One time for the future. Never mind. Let's keep going.
But this right here, man, we're gonna change that too, because this right here is being brought to you by anybody's athlete.
Yes.
Our guy, make sure please introduce our guest.
Listen, man, you better love this life.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best out here doing it. And listen, if you want an honest opinion and an honest assessment about your athleticism, better talk to Butch Wesley, man. What's up, Butch?
Man, what's going on?
What's happening, baby?
Man, Merry Christmas.
Hey, man, Merry Christmas to you too, sir.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
happening?
Did you ride your bike over here? No, I know you didn't.
Nah, I didn't ride my
I know
bike.
you
I
didn't.
didn't
I know
ride
you
my
didn't.
bike.
Bike gang, he all.
That's why I was slow, because he rode a bike, he been about 7:15. You know?
Nah, he got to hear me out. He got to hear me out though.
Yeah.
If I was on the bike, I would have been here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Talk to us, man. What's going on with you, Butch, man? What you got going on, man? I know you got a lot you be popping, man. What's going
Man,
on?
I got a lot going on. I mean, everything that, we have did up until this point is really, really starting to manifest itself, just through going to work every day, man, and like really being committed to the profession and not necessarily being concerned about the vision.
Let's start with this, Butch.
Yup.
Let's get into it, because
Let's get
me and
into
you had these conversations all the time. What is it that parents and athletes are missing about this entire process, in terms of getting better, work ethic? What are they missing, Butch?
I think like the main thing that like parents and athletes are missing, specifically when it comes to recruiting. I don't think we completely understand that people are not looking for good players. They're looking for athletes. They're looking for somebody. A college will come recruit you for one reason and one reason only.
Right.
Is because they think you can help them win one-on-one matches.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So with that being said, that don't have a whole lot to do with actually being good. Right? Because
I eat an eye test. Okay.
yeah, because they feel like, based on what kind of scheme they run or whatever, they need a size, height, weight, speed fit for this system. And, with that being said, I think sometimes we don't focus enough on the long-term athletic development and athletic performance. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times when a parent comes and they bring me their kid or whatever, they're only concerned about what he going to do on the 9 and on the team. You understand what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, from a strength and conditioning perspective, man, we got to understand that we got to give kindergartners, kindergarten curriculum, second grade curriculum, and continue to progress the kid as he continues to mature athletically.
So what are some of the visions that you guys have over there with those kids? You see them come in and you say, all right, this is what we want to do. You talk about the long term and doing that. What are some of the things that you like to do over there to get them to that long term?
I mean, the first thing is like, you know, really making sure that a kid understands how to generate force from the ground. You know, and that's a very, very simple concept. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of times, like with smaller kids or younger kids, let's say pre-adolescent, we see what the pro athletes are doing, and we want to train them like pro athletes, and we don't understand that they don't have a base yet to generate that type of force to be doing specific stuff.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, with that being said, you know, we just want to make sure that the athlete understands how to execute in movements in the weight room with the barbell, with kettlebells, whatever the apparatus is, in a way that's fundamentally sound.
Right.
And that will progress the athlete long term.
Okay, so here we go. I got a 15-year-old son.
Okay.
Okay. I come in there and I'm telling you off the rip, we gotta go D1.
Okay.
Help us out.
Man, I might have to refer you to somebody else.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, because
you get it. You get that.
Absolutely. Like, we can't say that our son got to go D1. Okay. Like, a lot of that has to do with faith. A lot of that has to do with DNA. I mean, great athletes are made in the bedroom, not in the bedroom. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Wow.
So, you know, with that being said, I mean, you can't come to me and tell me what the ultimate goal is at the end of the day. You know, I'm going to spend 60 to 90 days with your kid. We're going to test your kid before the program. We're going to test your kid after the program. And, you know, as long as he continues to progress, we good.
We're going to talk about that 60 to 90 day process. That's very interesting. How the reaction when, bedroom is funny. But,
I mean,
we always say that, hey, you see, mama? We always used to say that, make sense. You see
I always tell you, man, man, show me your mom and dad. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we got to work with other things.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, we're going to be right, man. We still talk about this. Stay with us, Mr. Chris.
So you have one, what do you call it?
He got a gym.
Yeah.
The
So,
train-
yeah, I have a private facility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is it located?
James P. Brawley. James P. Brawley. So that's the old
Okay.
bankhead, right
Okay.
by Northside Drive.
You
Okay.
right there?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm right in between Georgia Tech and the New Dome.
So you training kids?
Yeah. I mean, I train. Well, actually, I coach kids, the general public, adults.
Okay.
Anybody.
So we call it adult PE.
Yeah.
Yeah, adult PE session.
Good. Needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's happening, Marlon? What's good? What's good? Yeah, man. Knowledge, man. We try to give y'all knowledge, man. You know, I can't always, you know, can't always crap out my Cowboys on days like today. You know, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. So,
Man, y'all having a tough time down there.
we done.
Yeah.
If we won't fire the coach,
Mm.
that's the problem. Then they say he good again for next year.
Why would he not be? That's the system that run.
Cause he a puppet.
Well,
Jerry.
that's the system that run.
Man, we gotta get rid of that guy, man.
Coming back.
Jerry said, I got control, man.
Right.
Steve will get rid of him. Hey, we're back. This to the Crush of the Sensation Station Network and also WBLZSports.com. We're here with our man Butch Wesley of Anybody's Athlete. I'm just going to ask you just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Why should parents bring their kid to you?
I think like the importance of a good, sound sports performance program is something that we either overlook or we don't understand. And we would rather see our kids participate more, meaning having more games, more practices, without actually working on the skill set. I don't understand why we think that way. That's why.
But I made a statement earlier today, and what I was trying to get everybody to understand in today's time, it's no reason why an athlete shouldn't be fine-tuned, because it's programs like what you have. We didn't have it.
Correct.
We did. And if you have a kid who's playing in high school and he's only playing one sport, that's your fault as a parent.
Correct. And
help the people understand it, because they thought, you hating to getting hurt. No, I'm not. I'm trying to help y'all out.
And then we're specifically talking about multiple sports.
Right. But if you're not playing multiple sports, it's no reason that you shouldn't be getting some additional training. You shouldn't be sitting at the crib chilling, and you talking about you want to play big-time football or basketball or baseball.
Okay, so I hope this is well understood. Okay, if you're training with me, you playing multiple sports.
Okay.
Through training.
Okay.
All right. Also, I think it's very, very important for young athletes to experiment with multiple sports. Okay, as long as they're engaged in the sport. But I don't think sometimes as parents we get strategic. Like, we're gonna push them over here, we're gonna push them over here, push them over there, whatever the case may be. Without actually considering the kids' overall workload. Period. And not just with sports, but with academics. You know what I'm saying? With anything they might be involved in socially, like to be committed to athletics on such an early age at a participation rate that some of these kids are participating is not helping. You know what I mean?
No.
And with that being said, I don't really care who, feels some kind of way about it.
Oh, but, I don't care about it, yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, is it about the kids or is it about you?
That's been the biggest thing, and that's a big question.
And like I say, because Nigel played every sport, and then finally, kind of toward the end, he gave up basketball, and it was just football and track.
Right. But, I mean, still at an early age, he played seasonal sport. I mean, when it's football season, you play football.
Right.
Basketball season, you play basketball. Track season, if it, between track and baseball. But you're going to play. And I think it's good for the boys because you learn to be in a, organized setting. You're not sitting at home just playing a video game. I mean, they still play it, when you're done and you have time on the weekends, but you still need to play. I don't think no child should just be single. And they get more injuries when they just play one sport.
Absolutely. Do you find yourself, Butch, having to train the parent to allow you to train the kid?
Yes.
You spend a lot of time with that process. I got him. Her. I got her.
Yes. Like, I got comfortable chairs and this room across the hall and everything. It's just like, and that's why I don't do a whole lot of promoting. You know what I mean? Because, like, the relationship between me and the parent has to be really, really organic, and the parent has to trust me. Okay?
Right.
So, like, you don't hire me to instruct me.
Think about it. What he just said.
I like that.
You don't hire me to instruct me. I got this.
I love it. I mean, truthful.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we do try to educate the parents, but I mean, my education is, I'm trying to educate you on strength and conditioning and the process in that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And, like, I don't really get involved in what y'all got going on from a football standpoint. You know what I mean? I'm trying to help your kid develop in his weight room and on the field.
We're going into the rundown, man. It'll be a little different today. We're going to have some cross questions for both of our guests today.
Yeah.
So, because basically,
I told y'all I don't be hating.
You see,
I want y'all to be better.
Y'all see the process in developing in two ways right now. So we'll be right back.
Yeah, Mom say people think they think it's their instruction though.
Yeah,
they think it's their instruction.
But that's I mean,
if
I
you
like
want to
that.
instruct it, you do it yourself.
Yeah, but I like the fact that if you are having some younger kids coming in about the strength and conditioning, because the truth of the matter is, once you teach the kid, they got to do it at home, and it make everybody healthy because we miss that part.
Right.
And then we're dependent on the schools. What if the system is broke down at the college level and you don't have it? We went through some of that with a lot of injury.
Right.
You got to take care of your body, so you still got to know how to take care of you.
And even with the training, sometimes we don't give enough consideration as coaches.
Smitty, you're right, Smitty.
Yes.
In terms of overtraining. You know what I'm saying? And when a kid keep having stress fractures and
pull the hamstring,
shoulder issues, that's something that we may not be doing in training.
See, and that's a key. All of that goes together. I mean, seriously.
You're right, Smitty. It's about the student athlete, man. Yeah, make it about the parents. You had your time. It's over. Move on.
Some of them still feel like, boy, look here, boy.
I still can catch an out route. No, you can't.
Go out there and do it.
It's done.
But after that flag football game, I was hurt for about, what, 3 weeks? I couldn't walk for 3 weeks.
Make sure come walk up the stairs.
Oh, boy, my
hands
hands
elevator.
were on fire. Boy, I riding up, boy, I doing, but I ain't moved like that in so long.
Sometimes you gotta put yourself in your own Hall of Fame. Bro.
But I did. After that right there, I did.
You were doing?
Hey, look, we got all the video footage, but I stood up, I would never do that again. They said, I'm gonna get a flag football game, but I will coach. I will call plays. I'm done.
I just remember when Jerome Bettis was getting his like 12 or 13 years, and they showed him trying to come down the stairs.
Yeah.
On the sideways.
Yeah.
Jay Lou do that.
Yeah.
Every day Jay Lou, like, you probably be telling Jay Lou, you might just like hit him, he just come on.
Then when he was in the studio, and that light was in his eye.
And the lights were dim. I'm like, y'all cut the lights down some more.
Man.
And it's tough.
It's a brutal game.
It is.
It's a brutal game.
But being that I think, with everything changing, everybody should be
Coming back to the rundown.
Look who's here. Big head.
We're going into the Crush Rundown, but this Crush Rundown going to be a little different. We got our two guests, Tangie Warrior, and I got Butch Wesley in the building.
You better love this life.
We got a question real quick. How do you, and the question from Smitty, I got Smitty, how do you know when a student athlete just not going to cut it?
From a broad sense, I mean, just based on what I do professionally, like the gravity of a barbell will humble you. And it will develop, some calluses in your spirit and in your heart.
What? Not on your hand, in your spirit,
in your heart. Yeah, so like, I think what a lot of kids don't understand, like going to the next level, like everybody recruits you now. Like the strength coach recruits you, the position coach recruits you, everybody recruits you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, believe it or not, like it's some college universities, they have some real pride in their strength programs.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
and we can't think that it's just about cutting it on the field. You got to compete everywhere.
When you hear or you see parents and kids talk about, well, I ain't gonna hit the weights. I don't want to stunt my growth.
Listen, well, I mean, there's a lot of research out there that says that's not true.
Right.
Okay, and not only that, sound weight training can actually help stimulate growth and bone density and that kind of
But
thing.
it keep you healthy.
Yes. So, listen, like, I teach Olympic weightlifting. Like, Olympic weightlifting is one of my loves, is one of my passions.
Right.
Okay?
You just came from New York?
Right. I did from the U.S. Olympic Training Center. But anyway, what a lot of people don't understand about Olympic weightlifting is essentially plyometrics.
Right.
You understand? Because you leave in the earth and you landing on something.
Right.
And like, we think that plyometrics is about jumping. It's not. It's about landing. Because I mean, if you put a box in front of you, how high you can jump is how high you can jump. I don't care how the box is.
Right.
So a lot of times you see cats in the weight room, they just jumping on the box for Instagram.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what I'm
we
saying?
see
Like,
it live.
It's not them videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's not no training stimulus there.
Wow.
You just jumping on the box. It's a good stunt.
Ted, you said something earlier. I want to just peel back because
Okay.
it deals with this whole discussion. You said Nigel loves football. How important was that for you to see him love the sport, for you to say that's the one we want to focus on?
Well, I never broke it down because even when he wanted to focus, I said, "Oh no, you're gonna run track too."
Yeah.
Because I mean, just being a mother, I work, so I also needed him to be somewhere while I'm working. And so, but no, you're still gonna run track because I've always been somewhat athletic, and I know just as even getting older, you still got to keep moving.
And I guess what I was asking was love of the game, because me and Mace always talk about you like football, it ain't gonna do
I tell people all the time,
Yeah.
you like it, you don't love it. A lot of people like it.
A lot of people like the sport.
Right.
Yeah.
Nigel loves the sport.
I mean, I think because he just done played it for so long, till he love it. I mean, I think he just love it, the camaraderie of being with the fellas, playing, and everybody doing something. And you don't see a whole lot of love. Like, if I just had to say, if you saw some love now in the NFL, I would say it would be with Kamara and Ingram. That's the love. You know, you can, instead of always just being competitive, you see how they get out there and they alternate and run. You don't see that anymore. It's everybody's for themselves and not making a team effort that everybody plays together. So I think he loves the game like that. Like he can let somebody get the next one up and don't worry about starting and all that because he still want to get out there and play and make a play. Yeah. That's the love of it.
When he didn't care about what jersey number he wore, I was like, yeah, he all right with me. When we get some more jerseys, I'll make sure he gets a sweet number. He out here boy, giving it up for, and wearing number 40. Oof. So yeah.
Well, you know, his mama tells him that the number don't make you, you make the number.
That's right.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so Butch, man, you deal with some cats. How much does hard play into it, man?
I mean, it's everything, but like as coaches and as leaders, we gotta be patient enough to let it develop on its own.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we can do things to help put the athlete in place from a competitive nature, where he can compete with certain forms of adversity. You understand?
Right.
But like, if you got a 9-year-old kid, you gotta let him be 9. If you got a 12-year-old kid, you gotta let him be 9. And if you got a kid that come from this situation here, and I don't mean to, you know, be politically incorrect, you got to understand that kid's situation. You got to coach him according to his situation.
Right. I agree. Boy, that's a mouthful right there. Because people really don't understand it. It's just a certain mentality that this kid, a kid who come from a 2-parent home, just gonna have a different mindset from this kid who got to fight for everything.
Right.
It's just they just 2 different kids.
Right.
No matter how you look at it.
And let's be careful not to stereotype.
We're not. No, we're not. No, because the kid from the 2-parent home probably at the end of the day because mentally he might be a little bit stronger. Not saying that you tougher because you come. No.
Right.
No.
Right.
We're not doing that. But I'm just saying it's different levels in the mentality is different based on the situation.
Yeah. And you know, that's why, you know, one of the reasons as a coach, I'm like a big proponent of, as parents and as leaders, putting kids in situations so they will be challenged. And let's see how they deal with it instead of trying to navigate the course for them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And that's when we start talking about a kid who is just naturally competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've met this kid that might not have the athletic skill set that another kid has.
Just tough as nails.
There's something about him. You know what I'm saying?
He's not going to let you beat him.
And you know, tough is not a measurable, but I think it should be.
It gets overlooked.
Yeah.
It gets overlooked. It comes into play later. Perfect example, Saturday at the Birmingham Bowl, Glaze. Quinn Flowers.
Quinn Flowers, 6'1".
No.
Well, that's what they put in the book.
No.
But he's 6 foot, about that. But
no.
He's got a heart that's immeasurable. When they
not the heart of a lion.
His defense said something which spoke to me a bunch. He said, "We knew we just need to get the ball.
Just to him get the ball back to Q,
so that he can make play because they know he's got something in him. He played 3 bad quarters.
Right.
Oh, 4th quarter was like, okay, you're time to see the show now.
He turned up.
He finished the game.
Yeah,
he turned up.
And see, that's the attitude that we're talking about. Like, not necessarily just to compete in sports, but to be competitive in life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's like one of the reasons why I don't allow my kids to say yes sir to me. Don't yes sir me.
Well, what you take?
Basic communication. If you can look me in my eye and I can look you in your eye and we understand each other, respect to me is you accepting coaching. Not yes sir me.
You're a different breed over there, man. I see why you love that life.
I know it, man. I'm sorry.
Speaking of like what he's talking about, Tangie, we saw the transformation of Nigel from coming in, being also he jacking up his shirt, his shoulders, and now he can't keep his shirt down. Watching his body change like that.
He's still Nigel to me. And boy, pull your shirt down.
And it better be yes ma'am too.
He's not pulling the shirt down because he's putting the work in. Like, you want to show that off.
Yeah, I have a picture of the orange and white game, and everybody's out there, and we getting ready to take a picture, and here he comes. He doesn't have a shirt on at all.
I noticed he like doing that a lot now.
And I was like, oh, okay.
He's showing off that work, man.
Yeah, we got to be patient with that. I mean, like some expressions of confidence we have to deal with. Yeah. However you express it, man, you know, just get to the quarterback or pick it off or whatever you do, man.
You're showing off the hard work that you're putting in.
Yeah.
Well, as a mother, I still, you know, I let him do his thing, but just don't overdo it.
I'm talking about that, Butch. You see kids come in day one, they leave day 90. They look different. They feel different. What is that as a coach? How does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me feel good just to see a person develop, period. You know what I'm saying? And just to see, like, continuous progress. Like, people ask me all the time, like, what, do I rather coach the athletes or the general public? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? A good squad is a good squad.
Good squad is a good squad.
Good deadlift is a good deadlift.
Hey, man, we about to take us a quick station identification. Y'all stay real seated and enjoy this. We'll be right back.
That's the lifestyle. I like. His mama ain't gonna let him live that lifestyle.
What lifestyle?
That lifestyle. Marlon, she ain't with it. She gonna be like,
it's cool, but every time I look at it and I think about Ezekiel,
you're right, Smitty. He ain't never intimidated. She ain't intimidated over there. Hey, man, we're going to the second hour of the show, being brought to you by the Cobb Football League. Registration is now open. The Cobb Football League provides a high school feeder youth football for cheer program for kids in K through 5th grade in County, Paulding County, Mary City, and Roswell City Schools. Go to cobbfootball.com for more information. We're going into the abbreviated second hour of the show, being brought on the Station Network, and also on WBLZSports.com. We're finishing up the rundown right now. We're having a real good interview / rundown where we're talking to both Coach Butch Wesley of Anybody's Athlete and Tangie Warrior. That's doing that thing right now. And Coach, and yeah, Smith, somebody just said, Mama ain't never intimidated. They don't care who he is. Pull your shirt down, boy.
Colin Paul, MD Collins.
Go ahead, man. That was the last one, man.
You was the last one?
Yeah.
So, Butch, my question to you, sir. We're in this thing where we got these kids playing so many little league football games. What do you think about these kids playing 20+ little league games?
I need to ask the coach, what's the purpose? What we trying to accomplish here? I mean, before I pass judgment.
Is it? We've seen it. We see a lot of games now. So at the end, we see these all-star bowls and these bowls here and this here and these classics all over the place. It does kind of scare me a little bit too. Yeah. I'm looking at the age of these kids, and I think some of the people are more into the living their life through this. I mean, it's a big concern, Butch, and I get a lot of concern listening to a lot of these games. I'm like, y'all playing, it's December, y'all still playing. We used to run a little feeder program in November, right before Thanksgiving, everybody going home. All right, y'all, have a good summer. Spring.
I mean, I've been waiting for somebody to explain it to me, you know, from a upper coaching administration standpoint. But, you know, at the end of the day, we got to think about, it's a contact sport.
Wow,
and,
right.
You know, at the end of the day, we got to manage the pitch count on kids, period. You understand?
It's still developing.
And how many games in junior varsity play?
6, maybe 7.
Okay.
Maybe 7.
Right. I mean, so the thing is, get kids an opportunity to compete. You know what I mean? Try to get as many of them to complete the season without being injured and move them on to the next sport or to train.
Yeah. I think a lot of times people don't understand when you you go from football to basketball. The basketball helps your skill set in football. Then when you go from basketball to baseball or track, all of the skills translate to the other sport. And that's one of the main reasons parents shouldn't just pigeonhole their kid into one sport, especially growing up.
And not only do all of them contribute from a skill standpoint, but you got to think about, if you're coming off a football season, all right, that's a very, what I call, agility, acceleration, power sport. You see what I'm saying? And then the wear and tear, not necessarily of the joints, but just the muscles in the hamstrings and the glutes and just firing again, you know? And sometimes when we pass a kid on the basketball, you know what I mean, it's actually active recovery.
It is.
You understand?
Because he's not getting no contact now.
Not only is he not getting contact, he's not necessarily firing in the same way.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because the muscles working different now.
They're working differently. So it's actually active recovery, and it's healthy.
Yeah.
How much is to get proper rest and proper? How much importance is that?
That's very, very important. I mean, especially when we talk about overuse injuries and we talk about the phenomenon of protein synthesis. And what that means specifically is that a lot of people actually think that when they go into the weight room, that's when they build the muscle. That's not when you build the muscle. You're breaking muscle down. And the muscle is rebuilt through the recovery process and protein synthesis, which is your diet.
That died.
So that little fake swole you feel during the weight room once you finish, that ain't not real.
Nah, man, that ain't nothing but a little lactic acid. You know, your muscle fibers expounding. You know, but nah, it take behaviors over time to elicit a response, no matter what it is, even if it's getting fat. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes fat people don't take into account how much they contributed to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, over time. You understand what I'm saying? Over time, and then like the change that you gotta actually give the same amount of effort on the other side. And that's a difficult concept for people to understand.
Well, Charlie Strong,
I'm living proof.
Me too.
Charlie Strong carried the barbell.
Yeah.
Listen. So that's my operation for 2018 now.
Wait, hold up. Charlie Strong, he carried a
No,
barbell?
we just joking.
Oh,
We look,
now,
we
how
how swole he be
was.
looking on.
Okay.
His slacks were too tight, and his listen, you don't want to run up on Charlie Strong.
No, I don't. Not if his slacks tight and stuff.
Yeah, now he yoked. So that's when 2018. I'm going to Charlie Strong.
You going all the way in?
I'm going Charlie Strong.
Hey man, we going to y'all stay around. We're gonna do a segment called Really? That's what we talking about. Cause we combining the two. I got some good stories out there, and I got some.
Yeah,
some
y'all
really-
can help me out with my realists. Yeah. I need some help.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Gonna bash y'all Falcon fans. Falcon fans, here I come.
Please don't with that Dallas.
Wait, what you trying to say? What you trying to say?
I don't have to say anything. It showed itself last Sunday. So stop. 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 Sorry. I told you leaving the Cowboys alone.
Leaving Cowboys alone.
What's going on, Coach?
You want to, man?
Is it Charlie Strong got a pull-up bar in his
I
office?
grew up a Cowboys fan.
Everybody grew up a Cowboy
Let
fan.
it go. It's over. Let it go.
It's not over.
Let it go.
Why is it over? Tell me why it's over.
See, back then we didn't have cable TV. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Monday Night Football and Sunday Football.
And the Cowboys won.
But still,
Cowboys still are the Redskins.
That was my
Yeah,
team
yeah,
growing
yeah.
up with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Prime. She say hers a little loud.
Oh, those yours I'm here?
She ain't ride no 15s back in the day. Just 6x9s. We might need to swap headphones.
It got loud. Like something went off and it got real. It just popped and got loud and
Yeah.
Sorry, no.
Carry it over.
Cool, man. You killed it. All
Yeah,
these
that's
big
better.
words, man.
Hey, man, I can't help what the book say. But a coach told me a long time ago, he said, if you can't explain it well enough, you don't know it well
Hey, man, we're back, and we're about to jump into this mixed segment. We're going to tell you some reallys and some good stories. We're going to call it Really. That's what we're talking about. And, Ray, so you can start off, man. Which one you jumping on first, man?
Really, Dallas Cowboys. So all week we make a big fuss about Zeke the Freak coming back. Then Zeke comes back, and we don't even run him 40 times. Dak out here throwing interceptions. We go, Tyron Smith get hurt. Then we don't go 2-3 tight end sets. Now we're officially out the playoffs, and I want to cry. Really, Dallas Cowboys. Why you keep doing this to me? It's becoming torture, Glaze.
The only really I want to do, I'm going to piggyback on that Cowboy game is one thing. What you think I'm really about on that game next year?
Offenses.
First and third. First down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, man, we 3 wide.
You got your big boy in the backfield,
yeah,
Maceo.
man. Yeah, man.
What they do, Maceo?
Yeah, man, we throw the ball, man.
Did he touch it at all, Maceo?
No, sir.
Zeke would have easily got 3 yards.
No, sir.
2017 offense, what are we doing?
Yeah, man.
We too cute inside the 5. Run the football, man. You got Zeke. You paid Zeke.
He been on vacation.
Zeke
He's
hungry.
fresh.
He's hungry.
His jersey was even up higher. You couldn't even see his number.
All you coaches out there, Stop with the fake this. Run the football.
Run the football, man.
That's all.
Please run the
football. That's my only.
Please
You know, I can do the
football.
Falcons with my head hurt, but I'd probably do that next week.
I gotta get the Falcons really, man. With the fans. Just 2 weeks ago, y'all were crying about how the Saints were whining about the referees. Now y'all mad at the referees. How about being mad at Devontae for fumbling
At the 1
yard line? Why he trying to cut back?
Yeah.
Really, Devontae? Then be mad at Trufant for not being able to cover a guy who on the run one route.
One route. Ted Ginn
Ted,
gonna run.
everybody know what Ted Ginn gonna run.
Yeah.
So really, Atlanta Falcon fan, man, make up your mind.
Yeah, I know y'all mad, but
And Cam Newton coming to town, so
y'all better get it.
y'all know how he do.
I'm
Kinda
even that's
bald.
I'm even that's when I'm talking about the Mark Rick. You know, Mark Rick coaches in Miami.
Oh.
Recently this week, man, he did a very good message to a kid by a guy by the name of Rob Estes, who's a Georgia Bulldog fan. And Mark just said the dude eventually passed away of brain cancer, but he did a personal video to the guy, thanking him for his being a great fan of the Bulldogs and all that. And just tell you about Mark Rick, man. He's just a good guy. Mark Rick just a good guy. Even though he got a goatee, he's still a great guy, man. That's what I'm talking about, Mark Rick, man. That's what we got. What you got, make sure?
I gotta get one more really, man.
Go ahead.
Really, Jerry Jones. So Jason Garrett's job is safe. Really, Jerry Jones? This guy should have been fired. How long have I been asking for this guy to
That
be
makes
fired?
it's been just a few years. I think since we started the show.
Right. How does this guy have job security?
Go ahead and say, Butch, what you told us earlier.
You better love this life. You better get to the point where you understand it too.
How is Jason? Nobody else's job is safe out here but Jason Garrett.
So if they fire him, who would they hire?
I don't know. But
Another Jason Garrett.
no.
You know Jerry got to have his band that makes sure.
So again, Jerry. Fire the GM, Jerry.
He
Oh, that's
can't
him.
fire himself.
Yes, he can.
Man,
Jerry, take your hands off the day-to-day, Jerry.
Jerry can't do it, man.
Because see,
Y'all would still have Jimmy 20 years if that was the case.
listen,
that's correct.
he got drunk.
Correct. That's
He
correct.
got drunk and decided, you know what? This guy get too much credit. Let me fire him. You the owner.
Yeah.
You always gonna get the credit.
Yeah.
You the owner.
Sorry about that, Max. I mean, you know,
Deep depression for me this off season again. Thank God I didn't spend not one red cent on Dallas Cowboy merchandise this year. I went with everything I had in the closet. I didn't spend one dime, and I usually go in. I didn't get no new pullovers. I didn't get nothing. No new hats. Nothing.
you did good, man.
I did good.
Another one I'm gonna call this. That's what I'm talking about. Turning lemon into lemonade. Jadavion Clowney, what he did.
Oh yeah.
When he called the quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Called Blake Bortles trash.
called him trash. All the fans for Jacksonville, we know y'all had that many. Jadavion trash cans.
Found his address and shipped them trash cans.
So what he did was he took all those trash cans and a truck and filled them up with toys and gifts for parents and kids, and then
Love it.
passed it out via those trash cans that they sent him.
Love it.
That's
That's
all right
amazing.
there.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's how you turn lemon into lemonade.
Yeah,
Because
right.
y'all thought y'all were trying to clown him. He forgot his last name is Clowney. So he grabbed the stuff and he made a big thing. He took all those and he handed out to kids during the Christmas holiday. So for all y'all who thought y'all had them really, but to Jadavion Clowney, that's what I'm talking
He
about.
did. He
Thanks
did.
for the
Awesome.
container.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
container.
man, he did good. It's
That's
good. A lot of those guys in that Houston Texans locker room, man,
Oh,
he's
man.
got some great guys,
Yeah.
man.
They
'Cause
really do.
that Deshaun Watson, man.
He just,
How can you not like that guy? If I
Yeah.
didn't decide not to spend money with NFL this year, I'm not spending money with NFL this year. So Deshaun, next year I might buy your jersey, depending on what's going on in the
a
offseason.
lot of y'all lucky that both Deshaun and Watts were hurt this year. Because Houston was hurting people for a while.
Man, that Deshaun, man.
He's a special kid, man.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
maybe
am
next year.
also.
Maybe next year I buy. He does a lot of rapping on his Insta chat.
A lot of rapping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he forever rapping. Happy guy though.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Every day it's a new song. Maybe that's just what.
I got one more really too, make sure.
Go ahead.
Pittsburgh Steelers fans, really?
Oh, come on,
You
man.
mad
Y'all
that
cut
a
the
guy that got cut from your team,
Y'all cut him.
y'all say he should have showed loyalty and not go to New England. That man got to get a job.
Y'all only played him 40 plays.
You cut him.
He wasn't dressing every
But
week.
then once you cut him, you say, now I need you to respect our team and not go to New England.
Hey man, Tom Brady troll.
Look,
Tom
Tom
troll.
called him immediately.
Man, come take this picture.
Hey, bruh.
Troll gang.
Look, fans, look. You can't be expecting.
Can't have it both ways.
You
man.
can't say be loyal one way and not loyal the other way.
Can't have it both ways.
That guy put a lot of years in Pittsburgh, but when Pittsburgh needed to make a move, get what they did. They cut him.
They cut him.
So now I supposed to stay loyal when I got a chance. In New England, there's always going to be a team that can get a ring. The man's he want a ring.
They did it from to me. They did it. It's a mental mindset too.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like sway it a little.
Yeah.
And to see him in a Patriot uniform when they
that's
play
good.
Pittsburgh, if they play Pittsburgh,
And they're going to put that 92 on too.
they're gonna put it 92.
So they can really see it.
Yeah.
We come back, man. We're going to do a little combination. We're going to talk some NFL, but we also got our guests. We're going to talk to them as well. So
See what they thought about the NFL this week.
yeah, man. So it's the Crush. We'll be right back.
I know what this Falcon fan over here thought. She was dejected.
Well, actually, I just saw the same thing that they came down here and did. They did the same thing there. I mean, it was just. I mean, it make you really wonder about the NFL. What's the game plan?
What are these folks practicing tomorrow, man?
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
It is.
Yeah.
In a
It's
short
a
period
lot.
of time. That's a workload.
Oh, but then you see how someone they turn around and play Sunday and then turn around and play Thursday,
Yeah.
and then you got
Yeah, Earl should have got one.
Sunday.
Earl Thomas, yeah.
That's crazy.
Right. And I think that kind of goes back to what I was saying about, as kids, we can't look at the way NFL players train because they training for longevity. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's two type of players in NFL. The one who's trying to establish a career and the one who's trying to maintain a career. You know what I'm saying? And the way you deal with those players from a training standpoint is totally different.
Yeah.
But Jane Harrison trained like a fool, boy.
See?
He lifting everything, boy.
I remember this dude who was up in May one day, and this dude had his son going through some quarterback drill, but he had a blindfold on him. So I said, "What is that for?" He's like, "Man, I saw Johnny Manziel do this on YouTube."
See, man.
That's Johnny Manziel.
He done went through every level. You know what I'm saying?
I said,
one thing,
don't you think the quarterback need? One thing the quarterback need to do is be able to see.
Need to see his son.
Need to see where he's throwing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what good is that? You need some juice.
That'd be good.
And with the power of the internet, we just see stuff, we do it. We don't
come
understand.
Idiots. Go Dogs. Hey, we're back, man. We're going to this NFL talk right now. It's the Crush with our peoples. Tangie Warrior and Coach Butch Wesley. Anybody's athlete right now. Ravens defeated the Colts 23-16. That's all we got to say about that. But it was 9-6. Ravens are both teams out of the playoffs. They've got they on snack duty, as Maceo say.
Snack duty, baby. Come join me. Come join me.
So hey, Ravens, they did all right. Flacco threw for 2 touchdowns, 237 yards. 9-6 are the Ravens this year. They got a chance to go double-digit wins, but they don't have a chance to make the playoff. Or do they?
Man, Coach Andrews over here jumping the gun. Coach Andrews, that's tomorrow, Coach. We talk about that tomorrow. NFL today. That tomorrow.
Vikings versus Packers. Vikings won 16-0. I don't remember the last time Packers team didn't score a point, but
man, Aaron Rodgers play, then they lose. Now they put him on IR. Crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Coach, let me ask you this real quick before we go into some more scores. What is the most overrated training exercises that you have seen? That you say, why people keep doing that?
I mean, it's too broad to get specific, but let's just say this: if we early on in the stages of a kid's athletic development, and we see him doing a lot of skill-specific stuff instead of strength-specific stuff, and I think again, like once you understand the fundamentals, like my clients know and my athletes know, they come in every day. They ask me, Coach, what we gonna do? We're gonna do some type of pull, some type of push, some type of press, a hip hinge, a squat, and stabilize the core. That's all you can do.
So they 6-year-old, they doing wide receiver skills.
See,
might be a little too early.
Right, and not only that, it's progressions. Can the kid stand on one foot first? That's important. You understand what I'm saying? If he can't stand on one foot, why am I training him on one foot?
Wow. Sometimes it just makes too much sense, man.
It's progressions. You know what I'm saying? And we skip the progressions.
But he a stud, coach. He was born a stud.
Yeah. We'll see. You know, let me go run him, jump him, and if he's a stud, see, that's the great thing about being a strength coach. I don't have to look at film and evaluate whether this kid is good. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You put the legs on him, let him jump high, let him jump long.
Yeah. Thank you for correcting me, Smitty. Yeah, Packers have been shut out twice this year. Wow. You're right.
They sued.
Hey. Speaking of sucking, the Browns lost again, Maceo, 20-3.
Listen.
It looks like they going 0 for Maceo.
It looks like they going 0-16. Everybody thought this was the week they were going to win.
I thought they were too.
If it was going to be a week that the Browns were going to win the game, they should have beat the Chicago Bears. But that's done.
Okay. I got to ask this. Tangie, I got to ask this. I know it's a long way away, but just play fantasy with me for a minute. Your son gets drafted to a team like this. What are your thoughts? First of all, it's an honor to play in the league.
Well, exactly, but that's my whole thing. Even this situation, where he's in, they're not, at a bowl game right now. So therefore, this is preparation for when you do get drafted, because it's a possibility. If you're the first round, you can get drafted to the worst team in the league. So what you still have to do, you got to play ball.
You got to play the game, man.
You got to play, because in the NFL still, you looked at as that athlete.
But here's what I understand, man. So, okay, do you think the players are giving? They are millionaires on the Browns, right?
Listen, they trying to win. Everybody wants to win. You got a rookie quarterback, a lot of injuries, and I think at this point of the season, you do have guys who kind of check out, and they play. They play. But at a certain point, they're like, you know what, man. Off season, I can't be banged up heading down, San Juan and.
I'm trying to maintain a career.
Without a doubt. Oh, no doubt.
Right.
Yeah.
But Maceo.
Yes, ma'am.
We went what?
Oh boy, she brought up Wesley. Wow.
So okay, so let's talk about that.
So
we did go 0-10, but we laid the foundation. We didn't get to complete the process, and I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Because
but it humbled the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something.
It humbled the parents, because when we got there, we were told that we had like 6 All-Americans, and those 6 All-Americans sucked. So let's keep going, Glaze.
So let me finish with this.
Yes, sir.
They played the Steelers the last game. Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
But here's the irony: when everybody keep trying to tell us that the preseason matter, the Browns went 4-0 in preseason.
Again, they did it last year.
So whenever y'all get all excited about your preseason, just remember this.
I look at preseason from a different perspective, though.
We all should, but a lot of people be like, man, you see, we should win every preseason. No, that ain't the purpose of preseason.
No.
Preseason is about getting your guys together, getting your team right, because when it's time to play, it's time to play. Bengals 26 over the Lions 17.
I missed this. I picked this game. How do the Detroit Lions lose to the Cincinnati Bengals?
Hey, man.
I know we got this any given Sunday thing, but come on. For real?
They millionaires on both sides, man. And you know what? I think when Coach said he might not be gone, that might have inspired the team for Cincinnati, man.
Mm-hmm. Marvin Lewis, another one.
He played coach on
longevity, baby.
Yeah.
Longevity. Shout out to the brothers, man. Hey, man, let the brothers stay employed.
Yeah.
Now, how you let's go. Let's keep going.
You coach the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but get some brothers in the OC and DC positions.
Yeah.
So we can develop the next head coaches. Got to be OC or DC.
Rams beating the Titans 27-23. That this Rams team is going to be very interesting to see this year, guys. It's going to be very interesting.
The Rams, the Falcons may have to.
They might be their first rounder.
Sneak in.
They might be their first round.
If Cam don't do it to them,
yeah,
they might have to go to LA first round.
Should be very interesting. Very good game. Gurley doing what Gurley do.
Oh my God, fantasy champ. Thank you, Todd.
Gurley do. And I want to ask about Gurley. When you saw his injury that he came out from Georgia, which the type of work that he has to put in to get back to the level that he's in now. When you see somebody who come off an injury, what's some of the things that you like to make sure you want to work on first and getting them back to a level? Gurley look like he ain't never been hurt before.
Right. I think like when it comes to ACL and for, patella tears and that kind of thing, it's really about, from a rehab standpoint, is how aggressively does the athlete tackles the rehab. Because see, a lot of times we'll blame the surgery, and it's not the surgery.
It's in your mind. A lot of times in your mind.
Absolutely. The surgery actually repaired it.
Right.
You know,
it's actually better than what it was.
Right, but it's a lot of stuff around it that don't know how to work.
Right.
And we have to teach it how to work again. And, you know, like going from the progression of knee extensions, you know, to the knee flexion in the knee, being able to stabilize the knee, being able to, like, jump laterally, linearly, you know, straight ahead and lateral as well. Just being able to put tension on that knee in multiple planes of movement.
Right.
That will, you know, secure the stability of that knee, and it has to be done in training.
Perfect example of that. And it's TV, y'all, but if you see Friday Night Lights, Smash Williams tear up his knee, and coach trying to get Smash back right, so he take Smash to play racquetball. And he just got Smash running all over the place. He say, now tell me again what's wrong with your knee.
Right. Right.
Now, we ain't on the football field, but you still making all the cuts. So you can make those same cuts on the football field. So it's in their mind.
Yeah.
And Todd Gurley, like, man, I got to get back to this check.
And the main thing, like, coming off of, like, ACL injuries or whatever, just instilling the confidence in the athlete that he can decelerate. You know what I mean? Not accelerate, decelerate.
Yeah. There is. Man, I ain't never had one of them injuries.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
We come back.
Is worse.
Oh, I heard. When we come back, man, more NFL, more conversations. Stay with us, Sister Crush.
Can we skip the Dallas game?
I'm sorry, man. Got it on. I can't skip the Falcons, so I got to do
But, Glaze, I will tell you this. The most beneficial movement in the weight room for anybody is a deadlift.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people try to avoid that deadlift.
Yeah, because they don't understand it.
But people do it wrong a lot.
Absolutely. But the deadlift, the reason why it's so important, because you have to have the lower body strength to complete the hip hinge. You got to have the trunk strength to be able to hold the bar. You're not holding it in your hands. You understand what I'm saying? You really hold it in your trunk.
Sure are, yeah.
All right, and then you got to have the grip strength in your hands to hold on to the bar. So if a kid can deadlift, he can bench press. But because he can bench press, don't mean he can deadlift.
That's okay, because I'm strong as hell benching, so I can't deadlift.
And see, the thing about the deadlift is that it ties everything to the body, and it works on the #1 reason why we do this: generate force from the ground.
Right.
To go up or to go down.
Damn.
You don't really study this thing.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I mean,
he had you freaked out.
I'm sorry.
It's some stuff sometimes. I'd be like, hold on, let me go read.
But that take a lot of your core too. So if you don't have a core muscle,
You can't hold it.
You can't hold it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like
That's
a lot
why
of people.
You can bench and you can't hold.
Oh,
Because nothing is happening there.
Up now.
Yeah,
I'm rocked up.
You get now.
I'm there.
A lot of people
But now
say,
you can deadlift.
because a lot of people don't realize they think you're pulling with this.
No, you're not.
They don't realize that though. A lot of people think you just gonna yank it because you're on, but
It's not even in your hands.
Picking that thing up and you just dropping it.
When you just hold it. All right.
And
So
then you come.
yeah, your hip goes back. It's not a squat.
Yeah.
All right. So you generate force in your hamstrings and your hips to bring the hip forward.
Right.
I gotta hold what's on the barbell. I cannot hold it with my hands. I'm gonna drop it.
Right.
So it has to be held here. So now we are improving core strength,
Oh, I need to do something.
not a six pack. It's a difference.
Oh yeah, like a mug. Like a mug. Oh, going around my shirt all
Oh
day.
gosh. Oh, since you've been training.
Every
People
day.
don't know that.
Coca-Cola.
They don't
You
know
see, and the big thing too.
As soon as
You
we
see a lot
finish
of
working
people
out,
doing
Coca-Cola.
that.
Oh, here you go. Take the shirt off.
And Dustin,
Gotta have it.
and I
Going back to
believe
football?
That's why Jalen Hurd having success he had with injuries. He pulled 500 off the floor as high school.
Glade blew it. Yeah. He got good at the end.
I told you, man. Let that go, man.
And T Will being petty.
I know, man. I know who it is. You ain't gotta
T. Will
tell
being petty.
me. You ain't gotta tell me who it is.
Let T Will being petty.
Well, probably you pull them weird songs out sometime. Like we don't.
That's that house music.
Like
or
we're on a
something.
game show right now.
Nah, that's that. What's that? Techno.
We're back,
That new
man.
stuff.
Having a good conversation, man. I got to. But tell me about that exercise again that people probably try to skip over.
Oh, okay, yeah, we was talking about the deadlift, and you know, I was explaining how I feel like the deadlift is the best movement that you can do in the gym, and the reason being is the stress that it puts on the hamstrings and the glutes, but you have to have the grip strength to hold the bar in your hands, and you have to have what I call trunk strength to be able to support the bar.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you're working on what's the most fundamental, actually, objective of training is being able to generate force through the ground.
So all that time I was doing curls in college.
I mean, we call those mirror muscles.
Right.
You look cute.
Boy, woo!
In the mirror.
And who did you say?
That he's another kid. He went to Bama, but he also went to a JUCO. Before he came to Tennessee, and then he still had to play behind somebody before he even got recognized because the coaches saw somebody they thought was better.
Right.
He got his opportunity when that player left the team.
Right.
And then he gets out there and he's running all over the field. He should. You think, well, why he haven't been running the ball?
They're glazing out.
Why he been running
That's
the ball?
another reason Bush Jones.
That's why we're like, that's I know you can't say it. We'll say it. That's why Bush ain't there.
And look at him now.
Yeah.
He tan up in that.
Yeah, and so we just go to this game. Falcons Saints.
Yeah.
Hey, Devontae, can't cut back at the goal line.
Look, I get it. Yeah, there was some terrible calls and all that, but we had chances.
I had a chance. No, the score was 6-0 at the half.
Yeah, we had chances. Falcons fans, I'm gonna give you the scenario you got. You still got a chance to win and get in, or you got to hope Bruce Arians beat Seattle.
Cam.
And Cam loves Atlanta.
Boy.
And he better believe he got all the tickets. He got a box ready to go.
You don't think he got the celebration already on deck?
And he know he gonna be the brand new Beamer, the Benz.
Oh man, he gonna be some extra A-Town stomping. Oh boy, ooh. Last time he came, he cut up.
Oh my.
But have y'all noticed the Falcon players don't like when the Atlanta players come back and play? They try to act up a little bit.
They sure do.
They try to shut them out.
Yeah, they sure do.
So
I don't know.
We'll see what they do with the big body Benz. But anyway, 23-13. Falcons had their shot.
Could have won. Could have easily won.
Two plays that kind of did it was when Tangie got that long pass and broke it.
True fight.
And then when Malcolm Ingram, when he ran that touchdown for about 20-some yards, that was pretty much the game. They did a decent job. Defense, you can't look offense. You can't leave defense out there but so long.
See, you go defensive players. See how they talk to offensive players.
You can't. That's a defensive mama.
I know it. That's why I'm trying to hurry. I'm trying to hurry up and turn around and be like, I don't even know why I said it.
I mean, that's a defensive mama. She know.
Yeah.
If you leave them out there too long, make sure they ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, they ain't gonna happen.
I mean, that 3 and out, y'all do it. I mean, come on.
You get away and get your Gatorade. You think, what?
Yeah.
God, dang, I just got off the field.
Sometimes I'm like, why are you trying to really be quick? How many times you been trying to be quick? I mean, slow it down because the quickness ain't working.
It ain't working.
Everybody go quick now. Everybody go quick.
Yeah, but sometimes
2017 offenses, man.
Everybody want to look to the sideline.
Everybody want to look
Slow the
quick.
thing down.
Yeah.
Defense over there breathing heavy.
And quick and don't get anywhere.
Don't nobody want to get in the huddle no more.
Nobody get in the huddle no more.
And what's wrong with that?
Hey, what's wrong? We don't power football no more.
Because the new concept says that, you got to get plays off.
Yeah, but Tom Brady, if he need to get in the huddle, he goes to the huddle.
He slow the game.
Volume
It's amazing how they work. When he want to slow it down, he slow it down.
He sure does.
Everybody want to go show their cards and their hand signals, man.
All right, a couple of scores. Chiefs beat the Dolphins 29-13.
Jay Cutler is back.
Yeah, the Jay
All the
Cutler
way
we
back.
all love.
1 year, $10 million, and he gonna probably retire again next year.
Yeah.
And then somebody else gonna call him again.
You better love this.
Patriots defeated the Bills 37-16.
10 milli.
Tom Brady did his thing. They did they beat up on the Bills, man.
Terrible call down on Kelvin Benjamin. That was a touchdown. He got 2 feet in.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Chargers beat the Jets 14-7. Wow, that was a close game. And the Redskins beat the Broncos 27-11. There's a lot of people that we're not breaking down because look, y'all.
And you see Brock Osweiler yelling at his teammates that wasn't nobody paying attention.
Everybody would say, you do know you Brock Osweiler, right?
Brock, like who you yelling at?
You do.
Who are you yelling at, Brock?
Hey, what I want to ask when we come back, we're gonna finish up
That's
these
that
scores.
fake
We gotta talk about the Cowboys, but
No, we don't.
hey, I want to ask you, Butch.
Okay.
When you get a guy, do you get people who come in who say, I want to be better, and you've seen them increase from when they, when they get on from field to field from 1 year to the next, and you ever say, I can see it, want it?
Now
We'll talk about it when we come
Okay,
back.
okay.
I want to just think about that during the
Okay,
break.
cool.
Stay with us, Mr. Chris.
You specifically talking about football.
Right. Let's do both of them. Any sports you can think of.
Okay. But we want to be better on the field.
Yeah, just want to be, hey man, I suck this year. Can you help me? I wasn't strong enough. I ain't know nothing about deadlift.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I thought you were supposed to bench press all the time. Yeah.
Man, Kennesaw State came down there and kicked my alma mater in the mouth.
He was up.
Yeah.
Jacksonville State?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. It was
Yeah.
just...
And
Can y'all ever get Cork out the house?
well, yeah. Corky did come back for the reunion game.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did came back. He brought his son out. So
I saw he was
good
at Smitty. We kind of Smitty's sons, all the college ball boys kind of support each other.
We're going to hear that in a few minutes, Smitty, because make sure we're going to say it.
What's that?
Dez got to go. We're going to get
Oh,
to
yeah,
that.
Dez got to go, man.
We'll get to it in a minute, Smitty.
Bye, Dez.
for a whole lot of reasons.
It's been nice knowing you, Dez. Bye, Dez.
We're going to get to that. That's
for a
what
whole
we're
lot
going
of reasons.
I am so sick of Dez Bryant, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know, from the jump, I never thought he should wear 88.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he should wear 18. Give him another number. He can't wear Michael Irvin.
I mean, you talking about
and
Drew Pearson and
number.
Michael
He can't wear
Irvin
that
number.
Give him somebody else's number.
He that good?
He don't work on his craft. He what, he 9 years and he's still rounding off routes.
That route look terrible, though.
He only can run 2 routes. Man, bye, Dez. We paying too much money for a receiver who can't get busy. Too much money.
I think the writing was on the wall.
Give me AJ Green, man. Give me AJ
I
Green.
think the writing was on the wall.
Give me AJ Green. He take Terrence Williams with him.
And you know what? When you bad, when you don't see the
Coming
right
back?
corner on him.
Oh,
They put that third corner on him.
Yeah.
They be like, hey, he ain't doing but 2 routes.
Man, you stealing money.
We're back, man, and we're before we left, man, we talked about improvement from year to year, and a player come to you and something. Bruce, talk about it, man. What's that like in trying to get him to that next level? Because some people really want to get better, man, not just working out to work out.
I mean, that's the ultimate goal, like to be able to develop a program that translate on the field. And you know, one of the things that I do is that, you know, I look at a kid's film and I kind of see, like, you know, what he's good at, you know, what he's not good at, and then I want to get an understanding from the position coach of, like, what exactly is it that you're trying to get this player to do.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And then from understanding, like, kind of like the scheme of the defense and what the coach or the offense, for example, is trying to get out of that player, we can develop a program based on how much time do I have. You understand? And how that coincides with spring ball, how that coincides with the season, with camps, with that kind of thing. But it's more than one workout. You got to put the whole thing together. And again, like, in my program, we have measurables. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to jump you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to train toward a 1 rep max. We're going to do reactionary agility drills. It's not based on how quick you can take 1 foot over a hurdle. Can you respond to the light and get to the hurdle and get back?
Oh, so none of the latter, none of that.
I mean, it's a place for it. You understand
Okay.
what I'm saying? But like in developing the program, where does the ladder fit in the program?
But you ain't gonna judge me on my.
I mean, it looks good. Is that what we hear come?
I'm just asking. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, again, you see a lot of that. I'd be like that ladder, like, man. Okay.
See, the thing is, at the end of the day, if we take a kid, you know what I'm saying, that he go trains for speed. I call it speed practice. Okay, he developed better looking form. You know what I'm saying? His gait is better. He might even have a more efficient start. Okay. At the end of the day, can you generate force or can you not generate force, or you just look good still running slow?
All right, let's go through these scores. That's right.
Do you look good?
Hey, let's finish up real quick. Redskins beat the
Wow.
Broncos 27-11. Panthers beat the Buccaneers 22-19, and somebody got really mad at the end.
That Jameis Winston was faking.
Really, Jameis?
You were faking, Jameis.
You did not want them problems, but hey.
Jameis, you were faking. I hope Jameis got a big fine for that too, because you weren't finna run on the field and do nothing.
Blake Bortles, wow, you did okay, but you lost to the 49ers 44-33.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy Garoppolo looked like they got their quarterback.
Hey man, you got 49er fans out here hollering they back.
Cardinals defeated the Giants 23-0. Giants can't wait till it's over with. Steelers defeated the
They
Texans
point fingers out there
34-6.
and everything.
Yeah.
They call Eli Apple a cancer today.
Wow.
That's
Never want that
Yeah,
label.
you don't want that label.
That's tough.
That's tough.
Never want that label.
Eagles defeated the Raiders 19-10, and well, Seahawks defeated the Cowboys 21-12.
Shame on you for Sarah for doing the moonwalk in our end zone. Shame on you.
It was a nice move.
Shame on you.
Biggest problem going into the offseason, make sure Dallas Cowboy fans. What would be the first thing you address, man?
The coach. But since the coach coming back, defense. We gotta fix the secondary. Listen, we need some playmakers at wide receiver. We need some playmakers on offense. We need a tight end. Jason Witten is old.
That 5 year out is all he got right now.
He's You know, he's dependable, but he can't make no plays, man.
Yeah.
It's time to let Jason go, man. Not, I ain't gonna say let him go, but we have to get a younger tight end. We have to get younger at receiver. I would even say, let's trade for AJ Green. Let's get AJ Green in here, man. Let's put the star on AJ. Everybody want to wear the star on the helmet at some point, man. Let's go get these guys.
Hey, man, it was tough to watch. Butch, you a fan? What do you see?
In terms of the Cowboys, I mean, I think it starts at the top. I think, like, in today's NFL, you have to be in the free agent market every year. Yeah. And, you know, like, if you
have to spend the money wise.
Right. And if you think about how the Patriots do it from their system, they are always rebuilding. Like, every year is a rebuilding year, even if it's just moving a couple of pieces around. And I think the way the NFL is set up, you can't fall in love with pieces. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to let them go. Even if, you know, they're good players.
Yeah.
Like, the Patriots will let you go. They get 2, 3 second-round draft picks, come back, be back in the Super Bowl.
Tangie, Tangie, do we win this Sunday, the Falcons?
Yes.
You heard it here. We beat Cam and the Beans.
Got to.
When we come back, we're going to wrap this show up, man. Make sure you got those picks ready.
I got them, man. I got them.
Hey, we'll be right back.
You going to get college ball?
I'm going for my home team. Cheer for Cam, though.
Okay.
When you do good.
Make sure you wrap up. Tell them what you all want to tell them.
Okay.
Where they can find you.
Okay.
All that stuff.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Get it all out there.
Yep.
Let me pull up our picks. I actually had a good week.
Back in February.
Okay.
Talk about where we at this point. Football's on a little bit, basketball season, next level, so we can talk about some more stuff like that.
Okay. Being able to transition from sport to sport.
Since winter, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you eating too much?
Yeah.
Are you transitioning to the next sport?
Yeah.
You know
She say she taking the Falcons Sunday. She ain't going against. Say she gonna chip for Cam.
And see, that's another reason why you can't become.
I go with
so
the home
complex
team,
in training,
ATL.
because you don't have so much time to overcoaching. You understand what I'm saying? I got 4 weeks before I send this kid to track practice.
No, it's on New Year's Eve.
Right.
Yeah. Got other plans.
That's 4 o'clock.
Oh, it's a 4 o'clock game. Who knows?
Right.
Anything can happen.
No, you got big time ticket.
Anything can happen to get more business, but it's more about giving to the kids, right, and to the coaches as well.
People when it make 27.
Right.
It's out. Oh, what are you doing? What are we talking? What's the oldest you train? You say you train adults.
Watch out. That's right.
Man, I got a client, 81 years old.
Oh man, Lisa's gonna be cool.
He do deadlifts too.
We're going to this Crush Reach, brought to you by
Blunt Power.
Blunt Power 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about
Blunt Power.
We're going to Blunt Power's website, bluntpower.com, or going to their Facebook and or Twitter page at Blunt Power. Great show, man. First of all, thank both of you. We appreciate it right there. We thank you, Tangie, for coming in. It feels like it was just yesterday. We were talking about going to Tennessee. Now we're going into the junior year, man.
Then we'll be coming back talking about diplomas and drafts.
Yeah, because it's happening.
Degrees and drafts.
Yeah. Make sure, for our people out there, talk to us about these picks, man.
So last week, Jesse and Emmanuel, y'all had 14 picks.
That's my best week ever.
Yeah. You got on board late. T-Will, me and T-Will had 13.
I had 13. Y'all strong.
Yeah, Lisa had 13. Liz had 12.
Okay.
Lundy and Shanae had 8.
Ooh.
Lundy missed a game or 2.
Yeah,
so overall standings for the year, T-Will gonna win it, y'all.
Like he's the champ.
165 and 75.
He's having a great year, man.
He's having a great year, man. Jesse right now number 2, 159.81.
Jesse the number 2?
Yeah, he up at 2. I'm at 3. I had one bad week and it killed me. I'm at 157.83. Lundy we're tied.
I'm still 10.
Yeah, Glaze, you're
can't miss 3 weeks. Man.
Yes, Glaze, Glaze.
No,
you're mopping up the back, and it's so crazy because Coach Allen and Stacy, I guess they so far that they feel like
they just quit.
Why even pick?
They just quit.
Why even pick? And it's a funny week right here because you don't know who's gonna see,
who really want to play and all that stuff.
Who done packed up the U-Haul already?
Yeah.
Season over. I'm just getting out there. As Garrison told us, hey, I left everything in the apartment. I'm gone. I'm out of Cincinnati. Bye,
Coach Wesley. tell the people where they can find more about it. All your, I mean, your knowledge is crazy, man. Tell them where they can find.
You better love this life.
I appreciate it. I am Mr. Quitter Commit on IG. You can find me at Butch Wesley, Facebook. I don't have a lot of Facebook followers, so hey, y'all follow me, I'll follow you back. So
we're gonna put anybody fitness out there. Y'all, we're gonna get the numbers up tonight.
Yeah. So and y'all go follow Mr. Quitter Commit on IG.
Yeah.
So you can see it all.
The guy lives a very interesting lifestyle. Everybody.
Yeah. We ain't got a Twitter yet, man.
Nah, no Twitter. See, I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up.
Hey,
like
you gotta get that Twitter.
In 2018,
you gotta get Twitter.
I
gotta get that
myself,
Twitter.
That's
man,
your Twitter,
I'm doing a better
man.
job.
Mr. Twitter,
Everybody on Twitter.
Hey,
Yeah,
I don't
everybody
think,
on
hey,
Twitter.
might well go ahead and get that name for somebody grab it.
Yeah.
Because think about it, when like everybody, you look at TV, they give out everybody Twitter handle.
Yeah. So I got to get ready to get on TV. I guess.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt.
Yeah, you get your thing in. All right, biggest thing going into 2018. What would you tell everybody? The biggest thing.
I mean, the biggest thing that I would say is like, don't think about what's ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, just really focus on, like, if you're in high school, be in high school. You know, if you playing at the park, play at the park. Stop thinking about what the next level is, and just enjoy your way, you know, along the path. And from a strength and conditioning standpoint, you know, as parents and as leaders, we have to be patient and allow the kids to mature properly. And we got to do a better job making sure that we're not doing things to stunt their development instead of, you know, we stunt their development sometimes instead of encouraging their development. You know what I mean? So, like, slow it down, understand the fundamentals, and protect the kids from overuse injuries.
2018 for you, Tangie, what you looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to a good season, good year.
Spring should be interesting this year.
Yes, it should be very interesting. We got a new coach, new
coach.
energy. It's going to be all that. Just enjoying the moment, staying in the journey. You know, keep my head up, keep grinding.
Will we have an SEC national champion this year?
Will we have one?
Can the Bulldogs Alabama do it?
Oh, yeah. It's kind of funny though. It'll be a good matchup. I think that's what everybody want to see too. That Georgia Alabama. I think that's what we get.
The people on the West Coast don't want to see it.
They don't want to see it, but
nobody out west wants to see it.
if we can get it,
it'd be cool.
Yeah. It's gonna be SEC though.
I think the position Alabama is making them very comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, like no pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Again, we thank you. We thank y'all so much, man. Tangie Warrior. I don't want to give out your. You want to give out your stuff real quick? Okay, we don't want to put our stuff out there.
She stopped tweeting.
Oh, you did?
No, I did not.
You don't tweet as much as you used to.
No.
Butch Wesley, Miss Quitter Commit on IG and Butch Wesley on Facebook. Thank you, Prime. Thank you, Mace.
Hey man, you know it.
Again, man. We'll be back tomorrow. It's Recruit 101.
Yeah, we're gonna be fighting tomorrow.
Stay with us. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Thank you, Smitty. Appreciate it, brother.
Good show.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, man. I told you we about to do this in phases.
Yeah.
We're finna get everybody on your page.
We're gonna make Mr. Quitter Commit hot.
Yeah, we're finna get you. We're
Commit.
finna get everybody on your page today.
I'm gonna take this video here. I'm gonna cut it and send it to you.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna send it to Tangie too, so she can see.
How these folks done took all these Christmas pictures there? I ain't in one picture. How that happened?
What you done do, man?
You was at that turkey. I was at that turkey.
Yeah.
I know
There
that.
you go.
And I was trying to hide.
So you gotta wait a minute.
It was full.
That's for you, man. That's the pine whiskey. That's the beer bomb.
Oh, beer gang.
Yeah. So Merry Christmas to y'all.
Oh yeah.
And I think I got some more something.
Say the latest.